You know that sometimes I sit back and I actually think about how powerful Africa really is. Now, when I say Africa is powerful, I am not talking about the gold, the oil, or even our land. Rather, I am talking about the stories that you and I get to hear about Africa. And this is because every corner of this continent, Africa, holds a story. It holds a story of strength, survival, laughter. And these are stories that have refused to die. These are stories of people who are going on. They keep going on even when life has thrown difficulties, towards us. Now, we're looking at the woman that is in one village in Ghana who is selling with a baby on her back, or is it a young man in Nigeria who is turning car parts, old car parts into art, or is it a farmer in one African country that is waking up very early in the morning because he needs to keep his family fed? Everywhere you turn to in Africa, there is a story that is being told. Now, the question is, does the world always listen? I don't think the world is listening, because our stories are not always loud. Sometimes they come in quiet ways, and these ways could be our food, our music, or even our smiles. But you see, those quiet stories, they carry the truth about Africa. Now, when I moved to Ghana, I started to see how connected we really are as Africans, because a Ghanaian song could make a Nigerian dance, a Senegalese dish or a Liberian dish could actually make you from another African country actually feel at home. Sometimes we get to hear proverbs, African proverbs from another country, and these proverbs can actually put a smile on our faces. And in the course of thinking, it really hit me that if Africa is united by the stories that we have, then maybe the world will actually listen to us. Now, imagine if all of us spoke on one voice, and this voice, we're not competing, but we just want to celebrate each other. Now, if our films, our songs, our languages, they all came together like a heartbeat, maybe, just maybe, if we stopped asking who is better, and maybe we started to understand by showing how different we are in our togetherness, then maybe it will make sense. Now, our stories are powerful because they carry truth. They tell of mothers who built from nothing. They tell of fathers who never stopped trying. They tell of children who still have the dream, even when life is very difficult together. So, you see, when Africa speaks together, it is not noise. It is reading, it is music, it is the sound of, a lot of people saying, we are here, African lives matter. Now, we don't have to wait for the world to give us attention. We can actually build our own stage. Because when we tell our stories from a place of honesty, we are going to be, proud together. And I guess that the world is actually going to listen to us differently. Now,